All right, so hey everybody, thanks for coming. This is going to be a pretty chill yoga flow tonight, and we're going to start in a nice seat. So if you have a blanket or a block or a pillow, whatever, something to sit up on, that can be really nice. Just help keep a nice long spine, good flow of energy. So hands on the knees, sitting up tall. Just take a moment to come into this seat, this space. Just letting go of whatever happened throughout the day thus far. Take a couple deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. Again, deep breath in. Long breath out, sigh it out. Another deep breath in. Filling the belly up with air, so feel the ribcage expand here. And then exhale, belly button to spine. One more time, deepest breath in. And longest breath out. Awesome, hands on the knees. We're just gonna drop the chin down to the chest here. Feel a nice stretch in the back of the neck. And then we'll just roll the head over to the right. So your right ear is over your right shoulder. And then maybe back just a little bit. Micro movements here though, because you want to resist the urge to crunch the back of the neck here. Then rolling back through center, chin to chest. Again, roll to the other side. So left ear over left shoulder. Maybe back just a little bit. And then just begin to roll back and forth through that. Again, moving nice and slow, mindful of the neck. Breathing into those areas that are maybe a little bit tight. You know, we tend to hold a lot of tension in our necks, especially when we're driving or looking at our phones or just not sitting with good posture. All right, and then let's do one more. And then meet back in that chin to chest position. Okay, so again, hands are still on the knees. We're gonna inhale, send the gaze up towards the sky, and then use the hands on the knees to kind of get a little deeper into that stretch. Again, resisting the urge to crunch the back of the neck here. So you're kind of just drawing a line up to the sky with the nose. And then on an exhale, chin to chest again, rounding through the spine. Hands come to the ankles now, so you can lean back a little bit. And then inhale, hands to knees. Lift the chest, look up. Exhale, chin to chest, hands to the ankles, round through. Couple more, following your own breath here. Nice big breaths. Really emphasizing your exhale. And then we'll meet back in a nice tall seat. So whichever leg you have in front now, go ahead and switch it. You might feel a little weird, so do what you got to do to get comfortable. All right, and then we're going to bring the right hand behind. So just like lightly plant it behind you. Okay, nothing too major. And then we're going to inhale, sit up tall. Exhale, bring the right shoulder back. Send your gaze over to the left. And then inhale, lean the head back. So feeling a stretch in the side or right side of the neck. Stay here for the exhale. And then inhale, lift the head up. Exhale, now release the shoulder. Because we're going to do that again on that side so you can kind of get the motion down. So here we go. Inhale, sit tall. Exhale, right shoulder back. Turn your head to the left. Inhale, lean the head back. So left ear over the left shoulder. Stay here for the exhale. And then inhale, lift the head. Exhale, release the right shoulder. Okay, other side. So this is just great for getting into the lymphatic system, you know, immune system. Okay, so left hand behind you, just gently. And then inhale, sit up tall. Exhale, left shoulder back, turn your head to the right. Inhale, tilt the head back. Exhale. Inhale, lift the head. Exhale, release the shoulder. Okay, one more time on that side, left arm behind. Inhale. Exhale, left shoulder back, turn to the right. Inhale, lean back. Exhale. Inhale, lift the head. Exhale, release. Awesome job. Now we're going to come forward into tabletop position. Nice and slow, no rush. And when you arrive, palms spread, nice and wide. Wrists, elbows, shoulders stacked, knees and hips are stacked. And then inhale, drop the belly, send the gaze up. Exhale, chin to chest, pressing into the back. Inhale, looking up, cow pose. Exhale, rounding through cat. So just continuing here with your own breath for a few rounds. Really pressing into the mat as you exhale. Get that nice deep round in the spine, tuck the tailbone. And then any other movements that feel really good to you. So maybe drawing some big circles with the rib cage. One way and the other. Okay, we'll do one more. And then we'll meet back in the tabletop position. Then bring the big toes together, walk the knees out super wide, and send the hips back for extended child's pose. Forehead comes down to the mat. I'm just rocking side to side here, massaging that third eye chakra along the mat. Getting a little deeper into the hips. And then we're going to walk the hands over to the right side edge of the mat. Left hand on top of the right here. Deep breath into that space between the left rib cage here. One more breath. And as you exhale, walking the hands through center and over to the left, right hand on top of the left. One more breath in and out. Walking the hands back to center now. We'll make our way back up to tabletop, but leave the legs how they are. So big toes stay together, knees out wide. And then we'll shift the weight over to the left hand, lift the right up to the sky. Deep breath in. Exhale, threading the needle. So right hand comes behind the left, coming down onto the right shoulder. You can extend that left arm up and overhead to press yourself deeper into the pose if that feels good. One more breath. And then pressing into the left hand, lift yourself all the way back up. Right hand to the sky. And then right hand back down to the mat. Same thing, other side. Left arm reaches up. Inhale. Exhale, thread the needle. So left shoulder down on the mat. Nice big twist in the thoracic spine here. Right hand plants down next to the face. Press yourself up. Left arm high. And back down to the mat. Okay, then we're going to make our way to plank pose from here. So palms spread nice and wide. Drop the hips down parallel to the shoulders. Heels reaching back, crown reaching forward. Inner arm bones are rotating out. And then we'll shift forward on the toes, hug the elbows into the side body, lower all the way down to the mat. Arms come out into a T here, flip onto the tops of the toes in the back, and then bend through the right knee, lift it up and over towards the left side of the mat. So coming onto the inside of the left shoulder now. And again, you can use your right hand here to press deeper into the stretch. It feels good. Slowly shifting back to center. Bend through the left knee, lift it up and over. One more breath here. And then shifting back to center. Hands come underneath the shoulders now. Tuck the toes. Press yourself up to tabletop. And then send the hips high for downward facing dog. Couple rounds of breath here. Just pedaling out the legs. Keeping the spine nice and long. Hips are high. And then slowly making your way to the top of the mat. We'll meet there in forward fold. And then super bend knees here. Belly comes to the top of the thighs. You can grab your elbows and rock side to side. Crown of the head parallel to the earth. And then releasing the hands down to the mat, nice and slow. We'll roll up, knees bent. And then when you get to the top, shoulders roll back. And we're here in Tadasana Mountain Pose. Okay, so we're just going to move through some half sun salutations to start. Okay, so arms down by your sides. We'll inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, hinge at the hips, bend the knees, fold forward. Now heel toe the feet out a little wider than your mat. And then again, grabbing the elbows, rocking side to side. Shaking out a little bit if that feels good. And then we'll release the hands down to the mat. If you have a block, you can use it or not. It's all good. And then we're going to plant the left knee, or excuse me, the left hand down, bend the left knee, lift the right arm up to the sky. So getting into the right IT band here. And then right hand replaces the left. Bend the right knee, straighten through the left. Left arm reaches high. And then left hand back down to the mat. Heel toe, the feet in. And then inhale to a halfway lift. Keep the knees bent, hands come to the shins or the thighs. Elbows back. Nice long spine. And then exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reach the arms all the way back up to the sky. Hands come together and then fold all the way back down. Awesome. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step the right foot back. Lower the back knee. And then hands come to the top of the left knee. Back out of the stretch a little bit and then sink back down in. When you're ready, arms reach high. Thumbs back, shoulders down. And then hands frame the foot. Right knee meets the left in tabletop. And then we're just gonna lower down onto our bellies from here. Flip onto the tops of the feet in the back. And then arms come out on the fingertips. So we're just tilting the fingers. Elbows are bent about a 90-degree angle. And then we're gonna inhale, lift the chest for a modified baby cobra. Exhale, lower down. 2 more times. Inhale, pressing into the feet, lift the chest up. Exhale, lower down. 1 more time. Inhale, lift the chest. Maybe lift the arms for just a second. And then exhale, lower down. Hands plant down underneath the shoulders, tuck the toes, press yourself up through tabletop or plank, and then send the hips high, downward facing dog. 1 big breath here. And then inhale, left leg high. Turn the toes, bend the knees, stack the hip. You can do some circles with the ankle. And then inhale, realign, 3-legged dog. Exhale, hug that right knee into chest. And then plant it between the palms. Drop the back knee down. And then inhale, lift up, low lunge. Exhale, hands frame the foot, right foot meets the left. Inhale to your halfway lift. Exhale, refold. Inhale, root to rise, reach up. And exhale, fold all the way back down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the mat, step the left foot back, drop the knee. And then make your way up to low lunge. Arms reaching high. Hips are square, facing towards the front edge of the mat. We have a nice stack here in the right leg. Knees directly over the ankle. And then hands will frame the foot. Maybe step back to plank this time. And then shifting forward on the toes, hug the elbows into the side body, lower all the way down to the mat. Flip onto the tops of the feet, come back to those 10 fingers. And then 1 time, inhale, lift the chest, baby cobra. Exhale, lower down. Plant the hands, tuck the toes, press yourself up through plank. And then to downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg high. Bend the knees, stack the hip, open up. Couple circles with the ankle if you like. And then inhale, realign to 3-legged dog. Exhale, hug the right knee into chest. And then plant it between the palms. Drop the back knee down. And then inhale, lift up, low lunge. Exhale, hands frame the foot. Left foot meets the right on the top edge of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms reach high. Exhale, fold all the way back down. Doing awesome. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step the right foot back. Drop the knee. And then inhale, lift up, low lunge. Exhale, cactus arms. So elbows hugging in. Stay here. Inhale, puff up through the chest. Exhale. One more big breath. Really open through the chest here. And then exhale, hands frame the foot. Right foot meets the left in plank. Excuse me, left foot meets the right in plank. And then maybe we flow through a vinyasa this time. So you can do belly to cobra again, or chaturanga up dog if it's in your practice and you're feeling ready for it. And then we'll meet together in downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg high. Bend the knee, open up. And then inhale, realign, three-legged dog. Exhale, left knee, left tricep. Stay here for one breath, in and out. And then left foot plants between the palms. Drop the right knee down. And then if you have blocks nearby, awesome, grab them. And then we're gonna straighten through the left leg. So hands can frame the foot here, or maybe you're a little farther back. Half splits. Flex the toes up towards the sky. And then inhale, long spine. Exhale, fold. 2 more breaths here, eating nice and deep into the back of the hamstring. Awesome job. And then we're going to roll through that left foot. Lift the back knee, walk that foot up about halfway, and we're going to straighten through both legs. So modified pyramid pose. Hips are square with the front edge of the mat. And again, you can use blocks here to frame your foot if you'd like. Give it a little more lift. And then again, inhale, long spine. Exhale, fold. Left hip reaching back, keep them parallel. One more breath. And then right foot meets the left at the top edge of the mat. Okay, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, refold. Inhale, arms high. Exhale, fold all the way back down. Inhale is your halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the mat, step the left foot back, lower the knee, and then lift up, low lunge. Exhale to your cactus arms, and then inhale, deeper back bend, big exhale. One more breath. And then hands frame the foot, step back, plank pose, and flow through your vinyasa. Inhale up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, bend the knee, open up. And then inhale, realign. Exhale, right knee, right tricep. Staying for one breath. And then right foot between the palms. Drop the back knee. Reach for your blocks. And then we're coming into that half splits once again. So right toes pointing up towards the sky. And kind of wiggle that foot forward a little bit if that feels good. Finding your breath. One more time, in and out. And then rolling over the right foot. Lift the back knee, walk it up, coming into that pyramid pose. Okay, hips are square, right hip back. And then inhale, long spine. Exhale, forehead to knee. Couple more breaths. And then left foot meets the right at the top edge of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms reach all the way up. And then exhale, hand start. Okay. So from here, we're gonna move on a little bit. Sun salutations B, rather. So coming into chair pose, we'll inhale, hips back, arms high. Okay, since we're a little bit warmed up, let's take this chair pose a little farther. So if feet are flush together, awesome. And squeezing in towards the midline is key here. So shifting forward on the toes, lift the heels up. Okay, arms can be out in front or hands to heart center if that's a little tough on the shoulders. Okay, heels are nice and high, we're on the toes. Now we're gonna start to lean forward. Arms can come behind you if you like that. And we're here for 3 breaths. In and out. Belly in, thighs squeezing in together. One more breath in and out. Grounding the heels, fold forward. And then inhale to a halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the mat, step back, plank pose. Flowing through your vinyasa here. We'll meet together in downward facing dog. Awesome, here we go. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, hug the right knee into chest and then plant the foot between the palms. Pivot the back foot 45 degrees, setting up for warrior 2. And then lift up, arms nice and wide. Sinking down nice and deep into this right knee. Take a look down at your knee. Make sure you can see your big toe. Gazing over the front middle finger here. Pressing into the back edge of that left foot. We'll flip the right palm, reach forward and up to reverse warrior. And then exhale, sink a little deeper into that right knee. From here, straighten through that right leg. Arms come back to the horizon and then left hip back. Right hand forward and down for extended triangle pose. So we're nice and open through the hips here. Left hand high to the sky, fingers nice and active, reaching up. You can send your gaze up or down, whatever feels best in your neck. And then bending into the right knee. Left hand comes back and down. Lift the left heel in the back and then open the right arm up for a twist. So left heel is reaching back, left leg is nice and active. And then right hand back down to the mat. Right leg high, 3-legged dog. And then shifting forward into plank. Keep the right leg lifted, flow through a vinyasa. And then we'll meet downward facing dog. Awesome job. 1 breath in And out. Moving right onto the other side. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, hug it in. Plant the foot between the palms. Pivot the back foot and open up, warrior two. It's the same deal. Make sure you can see that left big toe. So your left knee is kind of aiming towards the front left side of your mat. Okay, arms are nice and spread, shoulders down. And then flipping that front palm, reach forward, up and back. And exhale, sink down into your left knee. From here, we'll straighten through that left leg, right hip back, left hand reaches forward, and then down. Extended triangle pose. So lots of length in the side bodies here. You don't need to come all the way down to the ground. If you're super open and you can, that's great, but yeah, we just want to make sure we're keeping both side bodies nice and long. You can always place a block underneath your hand, or just let it hover, work on the core a little bit. Micro bend in that left knee. And then bending into the left knee, right hand comes back and down, lift the right heel, left arm high. Easy twist. Okay, left hand back down to the mat. Left foot lifts high, three-legged dog. And then shifting forward into plank. Leg is still high. Flow through your vinyasa. Meet together, downward facing dog. One more breath in and out. Awesome. Make your way to the top of the mat. And then inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, arms reach all the way up. And exhale, hands to heart. Awesome job. Grab some water if you need it. Now that we're nice and warmed up, feels good. Okay, and then one more round of sun salutations B, okay? So feet can be flush together if you like, or hips distance apart, whatever you prefer, okay? And then here we go. Inhale, hips back, arms high to your chair pose. And I won't make you go through all of that again, so exhale, forward fold. Inhale to your halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the mat, step or hop back, plank pose. And then your choice vinyasa here. So, you can always skip the vinyasa and just go straight to downward facing dog. Or there are other vinyasa options, knees, chest, chin, cobra. Think about your shoulders. Give them a break every once in a while. All right, so here we are, downward facing dog. And we're gonna inhale, right leg high. Exhale, bend the knee, open through the hip. Maybe coming into wild thing if it's in your practice, or hanging out in three-legged dog, okay? So if you're in wild thing, right foot comes down onto the knife edge of the right foot is down on the ground. And then you also come onto the knife edge of your left foot, lifting the hips up, right arm reaches up and overhead. And then shifting back to three-legged dog. Hug the right knee into chest. Pause. Take a look at your right thumb and then place your foot there. Okay? Pivot the back foot, setting up for warrior two. And then when you're ready, open up. So maybe you don't always hit the full expression of the poses every single time, but that's okay. Maybe you're a little tight in some areas today, so Just noticing where the body's at in a non-judgmental kind of way. All right, we're gonna flip that front palm, reach forward and up. And then exhale, sink down into that right knee. This time, right elbow to right knee, and then left arm reaches up and overhead. Extended side angle. Okay, so option to straighten that right arm and let it hover here. You know, get the core involved because you want to resist the urge to dump all of your weight into that right elbow here. Another option would be to externally rotate that left hand, reach it around for the lower back for a bind, or maybe for the top of the right thigh. Okay, so nice and open through that left shoulder, wherever you're at. If you're in a bind, begin to unwind. And then use the core, lift yourself back up, warrior two. And then again, straightening through that right leg. Left hip back, right hand forward, and extended triangle pose. Okay, this time turn the left hip down just a little bit. Send your gaze down towards that right foot and then reach the left arm up and overhead. So a really nice side body stretch on that left side. You're super open in the shoulders. Maybe your hand reaches your right shin, maybe not. Okay, and then use the core, lift yourself up, bend into that right knee. Going back to warrior two. And then cartwheel the hands down to frame the foot and opening up for that twist. Right hand back down to the mat. Right foot meets left, downward facing dog. Skip the vinyasa this time. And moving right onto the other side. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, hug it in, knee to nose. Pause. Take a look at your left thumb. Place your foot there. Drop the right heel down. And when you're ready, lift up, warrior two. So just noticing the differences in each side. You know, maybe one leg gets tired before the other one. Maybe the shoulders feel more open on one side. Whatever it is, just observe. Observe the breath. Notice where your thoughts go, where they've already gone. And then we'll flip that front palm. Reach forward and up. And then exhale, sink down into that left knee. So left knee is nice and stacked over that left ankle. Then left elbow, left knee, right arm reaches high. So if you find that your shoulder is kind of closing out here, you can just send that arm straight up. Okay. And then again, maybe hovering that left hand, maybe reaching it up and overhead like a beach ball. Or again, option to try for that bind, reaching for the low back of the top of the left thigh. If you're in a bind, begin to unwind. And then we'll use the core to lift ourselves up. And then straighten through that left leg. Right hip back, left hand forward and down for your extended triangle pose. Okay, so again, micro bend in that left knee. Turn the right hip down, turn your gaze down, and then right arm reaches up and overhead. Really reaching through all 5 fingers. One more breath here. And using the core, lift yourself back up to warrior two. And then we'll cartwheel the hands down to frame the foot. Left foot meets the right. Plank pose. Last vinyasa here, if you want it. Or you can just meet us in downward facing dog. When you arrive, hips nice and high. And then we'll make our way to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, refold. Inhale, circle, sweep the arms high. And exhale, hands to heart. All right, so moving on to some standing balancing poses. Then we'll cool it down. Okay, walk the feet out a little more than, about hips distance, maybe a couple fists more. And then we're just gonna shift the weight over into the left foot. Slowly begin to lift the right knee up, right foot nice and flexed, pressing evenly into all four corners of that left foot, standing leg. And then you have options here. You can stay in one-legged Tadasana, put the arms up. You can straighten through that right leg. Doesn't matter how straight it really is or how high it goes. Or you can come into tree pose, bringing that right foot to the inside of the left thigh or the left shin, or maybe just down on the ankle, wherever you're at. Just want to avoid the knee. Your hands can come to heart center or up and overhead, whatever you like. And then we're here for a few breaths, just focusing on breathing and balancing. Kind of like we do in life, right? So it really helps if you find a focal point, something to stare at. And then nice and slow begin to come down. So everything comes back down to the ground. Shake that left foot out. And then moving on to the other side, shift the weight into the right foot. Start by lifting the left knee up. And an option to stay here or lift the arms up. And then whichever variation you did on the other side, do it on this side. So you straighten through your leg. Notice the difference in each side. One side's always a little smoother than the other. And we come to tree pose. So nice and open. Finding that focal point once again. Then we're here for 3 breaths. Option to close the eyes. See what that does for your balance. And then we'll slowly release down. Awesome job. So make your way back to the front edge of the mat, feet together. And then we're gonna inhale to chair pose. We won't be here too long though. Okay, so sinking the hips down, way, way down, as low as you can go. Right, and then we're just gonna come down under our seat. It's a little transition in there, right? We'll scoot the hips back. Set up for boat pose. Okay, so feet are down on the mat, hands come to the back of the knees, lean back, chest is nice and lifted, and then lift the shins parallel to the ceiling. Arms can hover next to the legs, chest is nice and lifted. Okay, and then hands will face away from you, so kind of like stop. And then right hand's gonna come over to the left side. So both hands are on the left side, getting into the side obliques here. We're just holding. And then hands over to the right. Chest is lifted. Breathing. And then hands come back to center now. Nice and slow, we're gonna lower down into low boat. And then come back up. Okay, inhale, lower down. So straightening the legs. Exhale, come up. One more time. Inhale, down. Exhale, lift up. And then drop the feet down on the mat. Come into a little ball. Give yourself a hug. And then walk the hands behind you. And we'll just windshield back of the legs from side to side here. When you're ready, we'll make our way down to the mat, down onto our backs, and then hug the knees up into chest. Hands wrap around the knees, you can rock side to side, getting into that low back sacrum area. And then we'll keep the right leg tucked in, send the left leg out long. Nice and active through both feet here. Take a deep breath in. And then exhale, right knee over towards the left side edge of the mat. If it feels okay, you can scoot that left hip over to the right just a little bit. Right arm opens up. And then sending the gaze towards the right hand. Or straight up to the sky, or just wherever you like. You can just add in a neck stretch. And then hugging the right knee back into center. Scoot the hips back. Left knee meets the right to reset the spine. And then same thing, other side. Right leg long, left knee hugging in. Deep breath in. And exhale, left knee to the right. Left arm opens up this time. Maybe you experience some pops. Just noticing that. Noticing those areas that maybe need some release. And then slowly shifting back to center. Right knee hugs in to meet the left, resetting the spine. And then both feet plant down to the mat, setting up for bridge pose. So walk the feet up as close to your sits bones as you can. Palms are down on the mat. And then take a deep breath in. Exhale, press into the feet, lift the hips up. Maybe snuggling the shoulder blades under, interlacing the fingers behind the back. That feels good. And then if you are there, pressing the forearms down into the mat, lift the hips up, chest towards the chin, chin towards the sky. It's a nice big back bend here. Knees are hugging in together towards the midline, about hips distance apart. Try to relax the glutes here. And then nice and slow, releasing and lowering down. Vertebrae by vertebrae. Hug the knees into chest one more time, and then hands come to the outside edges of the feet, opening up for happy baby. So the soles of the feet are parallel to the ceiling. Knees draw down towards your sides. Find some childlike movement here. You know, the body knows this pose. Muscle memory is a thing. So maybe bending and straightening through one leg and the other, rolling around side to side. Then releasing the feet down. Soles of the feet come together, knees open wide. Supta Baddha Konasana. Slowing the breathing down. Preparing for our final resting pose. Let the knees falling together. And then eventually we'll extend both legs long for our final Shavasana. Arms come out by your sides. I invite you to close the eyes. Begin to feel the weight of your body pressing down against the mat. Right away, noticing those different points of contact with the body against the floor. And then we'll just start scanning down from the top of the head, down to the toes. Just noticing those differences in the body from when we started class today. Noticing the quality of your breath, your quality of mind. Noticing if the mind has begun to wander, seeing if you can bring it back. Back to the breath, back to the body. Allowing the body to be relaxed, heavy. Everything's calm. Shifting your attention now to your breath. Notice where in the body you feel that movement of your breath. So maybe that's in and out through the nose. Or in the rising and falling of the chest or the belly. So just following the breathing here for a moment. Noticing how as soon as the exhale ends, the inhale begins this sort of continuous journey of the breath. So again, if the mind begins to wander, it's totally normal. So just noting and shifting back. Back to the breath. to those physical sensations in the body. And just for a second here, letting the mind be free to do whatever it wants to do. So if it's been wanting to think, just let it think. No effort here. And then shifting the attention back to the body now. Back to the weight, pressing down against the mat. Noticing any sounds. Starting to envision that space around you. As you slowly begin to find some soft movement in the body, starting with the fingers and the toes, slowly rocking the head from side to side. And then when you're ready, rolling onto your head, keeping the eyes closed, just pausing there for a moment. Notice how you feel. These fetal positions, symbolic of rebirth. Death to the old self, rebirth to the new, leaving all the stresses behind, feeling lighter, brighter, more at ease. When you're ready, you can press yourself up into a seat, meeting me with hands at heart center and eyes closed. As we seal today's practice, just taking a moment of gratitude here for yourself, for taking the time to be with your mat and to be with your mind. And I give you my deepest gratitudes for allowing me to guide you through your yoga journey. It is always a pleasure and such an honor. Thank you all so much. Namaste. Thanks, everyone. Go ahead and stop the recording. And